What? On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor pro, I know, you know, I go psycho when my new joint hit. Just can't sit, gotta get jiggy with it. That's it, now honey, come ride. CKNY, all up in my eye. You got a Prada bag with a lot of stuff in it. Give it to your friend, let's spin. Everybody looking at me, glancing a kid. Wishing they was dancing a jig here with this handsome kid. Take a cigar right from Cuba Bar, just bite it. For the look, I don't light it. Ill way to ammo on the amp, stay on play. Give it up, jiggy, make it feel like foreplay. Yo, my cardio is infinite. Big Willie style's all in it. Getting jiggy with it.
Tu réalises que la vie n'est pas là, que le matin tu te lèves sans savoir où tu vas. Résiste.
Getting jiggy with it.
Prouve ce que tu existes.
Getting jiggy with it.
Cherche ton bonheur partout.
Getting jiggy with it.
Va, refuse ce monde égoïste.
Getting jiggy with it.
Résiste.
Getting jiggy with it. What? You wanna roll with the kid? Watch your step, you might fall trying to do what I did. Mama say, mama sign, mama come close side. In the middle of the club with the rubber dub. No love for the haters. Mad cause I got 4 seats at the Lakers. See me on the 50-yard line with the Raiders. Met Ali, he told me I'm the greatest. I got the fever for the flavor of a crowd pleaser. DJ play another from the president's your highness. Only bad chicks riding my whip. South to the west, to the east, to the north. Bump my hips and watch them go off and get shit sharp. We get don't stop in the winter order. I makes it high, getting jiggy with them.
Si tu réalises que l'amour n'est pas là, que le soir tu te couches sans aucun rêve en toi, résiste.
Getting jiggy with it.
Prouve que tu existes.
Getting jiggy with it.
Cherche ton bonheur partout.
Getting jiggy with it.
Va, refuse ce monde égoïste.
Getting jiggy with it.
Résiste.
Getting jiggy with it.
Danse pour le début du monde. Danse pour tous ceux qui ont peur. Danse pour les milliers de cœurs qui ont droit au bonheur.
Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Forensic Psychometrics. Today it's going to be a little bit different. As you can see, I'm not Dr. Koulas. He's out traveling, and so I'm gonna just go live today in his stead and just play around with an R package. So these are authoring sessions in R, where we troubleshoot usually things related to psychometrics in R. And anyone that's watching is welcome to ask any questions, anything you would like to get solved in R for your authoring projects, be it a dissertation or a paper that you're working on, a research memo, a report that you're just making for your company or for your job. So yeah, that's what we do here. And today, usually we start, or Dr. Koulas starts with a recap of what was done during the previous live stream, and then he gives like a little lecture with his quarto presentations and just going over some topic of interest, some package, some feature from Quarto that he wants to talk about. And then we go live and try to do some mini projects just to showcase how the different things work. I don't have any presentation prepared for today, so I'm just gonna jump straight to sharing screen and just showing you what's the package we're going to be working on today. So this package is called exploratory graph analysis, and it belongs to this emergent field in psychometrics called network psychometrics. I'm far away from being an expert in any of this. um, this is one of this package in particular was actually created by this guy, Hudson Golino. He's an associate professor of quantitative methods in the Department of Psychology in the University of Virginia, and he's the one of the main authors, or the main author behind this package. So, uh, network psychometrics. So my understanding so far is that it's like a factor analysis, but instead of you looking at the loadings and different fit metrics, you're looking at a graph that actually does these networks, showing you, the loadings or correlations between the different factors in your data. So what I was thinking we could do during this session is actually run a factor analysis on some real world data that I have, and then compare it to this graph, this exploratory graph analysis, and see if they match. Again, I don't know much about this or anything at all, but it is pretty neat, because usually as you'll see today, when you're doing these when you're doing exploratory factor analysis, it can get really cumbersome to communicate that to people, especially people who are not that familiar with an exploratory factor analysis. The way I do it is I put it in Excel, and then I sort by the factor loadings, and then I use color codes, color rulings to visualize how each loading is related to the different items. So, but that's doesn't look as neat as this. So let me just make sure that I'm streaming correctly here, because last time it was there. Yeah, it seems I'm doing it right. Last time it was just like the thumbnail, because apparently you have to press a specific button for StreamYard to stream it correctly. But this time we're live the right way. So I have here an analysis that I was running for my job, and I was this is something. So yeah, I was thinking on running an exploratory analysis just for basic content validity. The data I'm going to be using is from an assessment that's Big Five based. So the Big Five, openness, extroversion, emotional stability, agreeableness, and openness to experience. So that's if you are at all familiar, if you have been following all these live streams at all, and you're familiar with basics of psychometrics, you probably heard about the Big Five of personality. Very famous theory used in psychology to measure what we call personality. That's traits each person has that are consistent over time and that define their way of being. So for content validity purposes, whenever you're developing an assessment meant to measure some kind of psychological construct, you're going to want that tool that you're using to measure it to reach to every possible component that is part of that construct. Like if you're measuring math ability, you don't want to just measure people's ability to do multiplications, because that wouldn't be the full picture. You want to measure their ability to do multiple things in math, to add, to subtract, to multiply, to divide, to do square roots, to do algebra, calculus. You want to be as pervasive as possible to be as broad as possible. So that's what we call content validity. And one way to know what are the components, because for math ability it's easy, well, not easy, but it's you can kind of tell what are going to be the different components of something like math ability, because we're all familiar with what math ability is. We all went to school and had classes in math, and we know what a person that's good at math looks like and what a person that's not looks like. But with other psychological constructs and other types of abilities, it's not as clear cut. So to know what are the different components of a psychological construct, normally we use an exploratory factor analysis. And that's just a big correlation matrix telling you what items, how the items in your assessment are related, and then you just do math to show those correlations in a way that's interpretable. So we're going to do that for the data that I have, this personality assessment that I've been working on. Let me see. Quite a lot of them. So here I have, for my assessment, I have the IDs for the different items. Each of these columns is an item, and each row is a participant, and these are their scores on the personality assessment. It was measured on a Likert scale of 1 to 4. Not the ideal way to do it, but it was for reasons. We had our reasons, don't worry. And merge data, okay. So I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna just call it actually data there. I'm gonna grab all the items. These are merge data, where is it? 460 observations, 342. So this data is probably not ideal for doing this kind of analysis, because it's a lot of items, a lot of variables, and the sample size is relatively small, compared to the ratio of items. But this is normally what real data looks like, especially in academic settings, like classroom settings. So we're going to select only our items, and it's going to ask me to load tidyverse. Well, not tidyverse, just dplyr, but whatever. I like to load the whole tidyverse set of packages, because sooner or later I'll probably use something else like ggplot or I don't know, all the other ones. So, every time I use like a ANOVA or a t-test, like there must be like within those the package that I'm using for calculating ANOVAs and t-tests, there must be a function that's also select, because it always gives me conflicts and then I get annoyed. So here we're selecting from 2. I don't think we need the item codes. And then it was to column 261. So let's select that. And now our data. We have all our items there. There we go. And now we are going to want to do the EFA. And for that, I believe the function was just EFA. It comes with base R. No? Oh, it was FA, I think, actually. What? Pretty sure it was FA. Probably from a specific package. Let me see if I have my notes from graduate school. PhD documents. I still keep notes. I should probably just Google it or ask ChatGPT, but I don't know. I feel a bit ashamed of asking ChatGPT just to do a factor analysis. I'm out of shape because I haven't done a factor analysis in so long. I'm sure the package is just called FA or something like that. But they're doing everything here. I think it's just part of the psych package, probably. It's probably just part of the psych package. Makes sense because exploratory factor analysis are used a lot in everything. Psychometrics. There we go. Yeah. And now let's see what they always have an example here on the documentation that makes it kind of easier for you. None. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's go. Data. FM. Let's just do PA. And let's rotate Verimax. That was quick. And now summary, fate. Okay, and now let's look at the loadings. There. There. Oh, well, it's just one factor. Oh, right, I have to specify the factor. So this is going to be for 5 factors, right? Because it's the big 5. There, 5. Yeah, now. And it gives you the loadings. So each of these is, it tells you how much each of the items loads into one of the 5 factors. And now we're gonna write this into a data frame. Call it just loadings data frame. I hope this works. Sometimes it gives trouble. Let's see if that worked. Where is it? Loadings. There. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so we have our loadings here. And now I'm just going to write CSV. loadings. Let's name each item. Let's give it a different name. Let's give it F1 for factor, F2, F3, F4, and F5. Nope, doesn't want to write a CSV. Okay. So as I was saying, each of these is telling you, like, what I'm trying to do is put it on a Excel file, so we can just sort by the factor, sort all the loadings, and that way you can see how much each item is loading into each factor. But R is giving me trouble. Huh? One variable, what? I think I need to do like matrix and stuff shenanigans. It's never just simple. 5. Variables. Ugh. Maybe I have to put as data frame. No. Let's check my notes. I still have my notes from grad school. Let's see. Okay, I got this part right. I think I might need to just save it as a summary. And then, I don't know. Okay, it finally worked. So much data gymnastics. Sorry. I could swear it used to be simpler. I could just put loadings and it just gave me this. It's the package's fault. It's not my fault. Okay, so now we write this. So we made the data frame look like a data frame with factors 1 to 5 with all the loadings. And now we wrote it as a CSV file, and we have it here. So we just go. I still sharing screen. Yes, I don't know because it's silent. So I just sometimes can't figure out if I'm sharing. Okay, so we just go to the to my folder where I have the CSV we just created, and no, and normally, oh, you know what? I should include the item names. For that, I would have to put 1 here, I think, and then that's fine. We don't need it because I have the item codes here somewhere. Here are my item codes. The fuck? Nothing wants to work today. Okay. No, it doesn't want to paste anything. You can't paste this here because the copy area and paste area are in the same size? What? Select just one cell in the paste area. Okay, I am selecting one cell. What the heck? I have no idea. Okay. It just won't paste. Okay. Let's now insert entire row. And it's just I2, I3, I4, and I5. Not the most elegant, but it works for demonstration purposes. So what I normally do is I just select all of this, and then I go to sort, custom sort, and I sort by column. Let's put, yeah, it has a header. And I put largest to smallest. So that way it's going to order everything from the largest to the smallest loadings in the column B, so item 1. And it's going to, the IDs are going to change as well every time we sort. And now we just look at this, and we cut score of what's considered good loading is usually like 0.3. Let's make it 0.35 there, and we color code. So everything that's greater, actually, what am I doing? I can do it like this because it's a rule. So everything that's greater than 0.35 is going to be color green. I like green. And there you see. Now we're going to go down here. We're going to select all of these, and we're going to do a sort again, but this time by item 2. So we're going to go here, sort, custom sort, and instead of column B, it's going to be column C. Yeah. Largest to smallest. Okay. There we go. Now you can see that all the loadings associated with item, with factor 2, what did I call it? item factor. So everything associated with factor 2 now gets sorted together, and we just rinse and repeat. We do the same. And here we can tell which of our items are the ones that are loading into each of those. And now we do the same thing for cancel for factor 3. So we're going to pick column D. And now we're going to select the next one, column E. And there we go. So we can see here that all of these items, here, all of these, they belong to factor 1. And then all of these items here, they belong to factor 2. And this item, whatever, this ID, this item, we can see that it has cross loadings, so it loads into 2 factors. We usually don't want that. We want them, especially for the big 5, we want it to be orthogonal, which means that each factor is independent, so there's no cross loadings. Each item, every item just loads into 1 factor, not into multiple. But with real world data, that very rarely happens. So we have quite a few cross loadings here. And then a lot of items, all of these items, they don't have big loadings into anything. So that's also not ideal, not what we want. We want everything to load into our big 5 model. So that's an exploratory, very basic exploratory factor analysis. And I'm sure R has packages that already does this automatically for you, and you can just program it yourself. I just never really bother looking into it, but no need, because turns out that we have this graphical, where did it go? The graphical exploratory analysis, or exploratory graph analysis, that does something very similar, but as you saw there, this was involved a few steps, and things sometimes just don't work as you're used to. So with the exploratory graph analysis, we're going to want to do something like this. This is giving us similar or very, the same information as this over here, telling you where all the items cluster. So let's do that. I think I already have it installed. Let's see, exploratory graph analysis there. Now let's just follow the documentation here. Let's just do a very basic one. Let's see if this works. EGA. I'm going to expect it to take a bit. Usually, packages that use do some kind of graphing, they take quite a while. Not the package that me and Dr. Cool has developed, though. That one's super quick. The CTT ICC dashboard that we created that plots ICCs. Oh, did that work? It's just a warning. And of course, it looks ginormous because we have how many items? It's 262. So it looks like a mess. Let's run it again now that we have full screen. Maybe it'll render it better. Oh, we still have our ID column. Not that that's gonna change much, I think. This is too many items. Still quite a lot. And it seems that it's finding several factors, many more. Oh, it has like 13 factors there. I wonder if maybe we can specify, let's see, EGA. No, I said EGA. Let's see if we can specify the number of factors that our model has. Here we go. Okay, so let's give this another try. So we're gonna put here plot. Plot equals false. That way it won't plot anything. And then we can use the plot argument and give it our own legend. Not sure if that's gonna work. No, okay. Plot there, and now dimensions. Yeah. Legend names equals, let's just call it F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5. No, it replaces it with NAs. Yeah, my probably has more fact, because what I'm trying to do is more akin to a confirmatory factor analysis than exploratory. So it seems that this just finds all possible clusters. But there has to be like an option to just set it to like 5, so it doesn't estimate a million. Let's see, functions. It's I think it does have a CFA function. Let's just check this one. Oh, that's just the one in the documentation. End of the. Okay, let's try the CFA one. Let's go here. Here. Huh. Oh, damn it. How do I specify 5? Specifically 5. How do I constrain it for 5 factors? Well, let's try another strategy then. Let's try to make our data shorter. Instead of 260 items, make it like, I don't know, 50. I wonder if I can do this. Select sample contains FO1. It's going to be too complicated. How do we sample? No. It's going to be too complicated. Let's just sample from data. Like 100. And now let's move this to here. And let's do it again, only with 100. And now let's plot that. There we go, a little bit more legible. Not much though. We should just change the call names. Now I'm gonna change the column names just for demonstration purposes, because there's just too many. And maybe with the plot command we could change the size, but we don't have time now. Let's just do it like C1 through 100. That should have done it. Yeah, that's better. Just numbers. There we go. And of course, it found more than 5 factors. It found an extra 2. But let's see if it's loading. Let's see if they're similar to ours. Let's just change everything here. Yeah, I spent like a minute trying to figure out how to add the IDs there, and now it turns out I don't even need it. It's actually better if it's just numbers. And it's actually not even the same numbers as before. Oh, damn it. So yeah, if I did this right, we would have compared, this one that I did here with this one and see if the IDs match. I changed the numbers to I changed the IDs to numbers to make it more legible, because the IDs that I have are way too long. Maybe I might be actually able to just make the ID names smaller in the graph here. So they're like tiny, and we can actually read them and see if they map to the ones here. It's of course not going to be the same, because here we have 260, and in this one we have 100 random others. But just to see maybe a few match the bubbles here, the clusters. If the ones in the red ones match what we have here in factor 1, and then the ones in the blue bubbles match the ones we have in factor 2 over here. That would be interesting. Let's see. Let's go to plot functions. They had a plot function here somewhere. No, but they had a plotting thing, a plotting tab here somewhere. Here, plotting. Let's see if we can control the size of here. Theme. Yeah, we have themes. So we could change the font size. Title, not the title, I just want to change the font size. Well, let's just use the themes. Themes already comes with font size. I just don't know exactly what's the argument. So the plus sign themes. I'm just gonna try font size. So we get 2. And we're gonna remove here. We're gonna retain our original ID labels. What? Oh, themes. Let's make it 0.2. Huh. Access text. I'm just gonna put text. Oh, text object. Why is R so complicated? Size equals 0.2. Oh, that's still huge. Okay. So if I put 10. I think it's supposed to be text equals okay, I don't know. 0.1. Still huge. Oh well, we're running out of time here. Well, at least we tried it a little bit. For those of you who were totally unaware of the existence of this package, now you know. And this is the URL. It's r-ega.net. So yeah, just visit it if you're interested in learning about it. And yeah, see you next time.